Well, I know that Q doesn't listen to these rumors anymore, but I could safely say to him that she's not in New York starring in a revival of the Fantastics, she's not on the West Coast teaching surf lessons in Malibu, Margot Roth Spiegelman is actually working for the government in outer space, along with Harry Osborn. Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets is the new film from sci-fi director Luc Besson, starring Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne as 28th century intergalactic security agents Valerian and Laureline, who are sent to identify and destroy a dark force threatening a planet-sized city called Alpha, where various creatures from hundreds of worlds thrive. It's an over-the-top, rambunctious universe that this movie creates, but it's only once in a while that I found the creativity as appealing as it tries to be. One of these few instances is an action scene early in the movie that has Valerian trying to steal a converter by using a device that allows him to interact with the premises without actually being present there, a virtual reality sequence cooler than the entirety of the movie Assassin's Creed. So some of the futuristic ideas are neat, it's the visuals that are uneven. With 600 more special effects shots than Rogue One, the CGI is a gigantic mixed bag. They rank from Avatar levels of ingenious to just plain artificial like Warcraft. What's particularly unattractive about the visuals are the designs of the extraterrestrial creatures. Most of these species consist of just these big fat masses that all look the same. And then there's this one little pink creature with no nose that makes an appearance. The sight of it was terrifying. Thankfully, it's on screen for less than a minute. Now, I like both Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne, but their characters and chemistry are very feeble, if there at all. Their relationship does have an arc to it. He wants to marry her, but she's extremely hesitant because she wants him to be able to put his trust in someone other than himself. The problem is that this is where their dynamic starts. When their scenes begin with him popping the question and we haven't even seen how they met, it's hard to get invested. DeHaan is particularly miscast. His monotone voice and unenergetic tone just make him completely unfit for the character of Valerian, especially when he's partaking in witty sarcasm with Laureline, which is mostly what all their dialogue is comprised of. Delevingne is fairly more efficient at selling these lines. Her performance is better than that in Suicide Squad for sure, but not as good as in Paper Towns. This movie also has an overabundance of characters and subplots. One that really sticks out is this shape-shifting character played by Rihanna, who has a backstory that starts out relatively moving, but then her character is gone from the movie just moments after being introduced. Not to mention, it's a shame that Ethan Hawke has only 2 minutes in the movie, because I don't think he's ever had so much fun on screen. Also, the audio on this movie is strangely deadened, rendering the high-tech cacophony unable to generate much adrenaline. I don't know, it just sounded kind of muffled, though granted it may have just been a problem with the screening I attended. Either that or anything sounds quiet after seeing Dunkirk the day before. Whatever the case, this movie has moments of inspiration that can't make up for its leisured pace, wooden characters, and dull story. Some of its futuristic ideas and visuals may satisfy sci-fi junkies, but for most others, it will leave something to be desired. I'm going to give Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets a 47%. That's a wrap. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this review helpful. Like if you liked, subscribe for more. This is Pop Culture. I'm Alex Pop.